Mhm. All right, we're doing it live, guys. We are doing it live. How is
Coming to
everyone?
you live.
How is everyone this evening? It is your man John G. We are joined from the better of the two hosts here, FiGPiN Battle. How are you, my friend?
Great to be live back at Suck. And yeah, back to hopefully normal schedule. Back to the fun times of what the big pin.
And I meant by the better of the two hosts, meaning me and Battle, not between Darth and Battle. So I just want to make clear that had nothing to do that was not a difference between Darth and Battle. That was between
And
me and Battle.
and he obviously misspoke. I mean, he was like, I'm the best one. And we almost didn't do the show because he wasn't gonna make it. And thankfully he saved the day.
Yep, yep. But yes, as Battle said, this is Tuesday night, and that means that you are getting another episode of What the Fig Pin.
What? What the big pin?
Hopefully, everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful time. And we were gracious enough because I was not sure if I was going to be here on time. I was not expected to be back till like 9:45, 10 o'clock. I literally got here at like 9:27, Darth and Battle, I think it was. So I was able to join. But thanks to Darth for pinch hitting and coming in just in case I wasn't going to be able to be here. But we're very, very happy to have you, man, again.
Appreciate it. Thank you much for having me again. I love being here.
The worst
Thanks,
part
man.
is I was here working, you were gone, didn't make it back till a couple minutes on, and I think you still beat me on. Like I got a time management problem, man.
Well, you are still working, right? So I mean, that's a tough thing.
Yeah, kind of dumb. Thankfully, I'm semi off now. Like sitting around most of the day doing the paperwork, and then of course, right at 6 o'clock is when we went and lay down tools. So downloaded and putting all the memory in. So yeah, my work just started.
Nice, nice. Well, to start off the show, we'll go ahead and say hi to the chat first. That's definitely what we want to say hi to is let me change that to live chat so we can see everyone here. We have our very first and regaining his title of the first commenter with his iconic pew pew. Van Harris, how are you, my friend? We have Queen
What's up,
Nerd.
V? What's up,
We have
Queen?
Deku Pops. We have
Deku, what's up,
Animas.
dude?
We have Nick Cal. Getty Up. How are you? Getty
Yeah.
Up. Congratulations to your mom also. I saw that was a very cool accomplishment for her. So congratulations.
Don't know what it was,
Professor
but awesome.
Figpin. Thank you so
I tried
much,
to call you.
man.
Why don't you answer my phone calls, bro?
We have Charles from Figpin. Hey, man, how are you doing? Hopefully that you had a great time at WonderCon.
Awesome
Uh,
pictures you posted.
yeah, it was pretty cool. And I did see. I thought I saw um NJ Darth there or NJ Sith. Sorry. Yep, Dave. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us again. It is always a pleasure to be here, and we'll start off the show with bam. Do it right
Here we
now.
go.
See what happens. Ooh, look, Battle even got a cyber cell. This is
I was hoping I'd have mine.
my very first Yu-Gi-Oh! Uh, mystery mini. So we'll go ahead and see how lucky we are here in three,
Drum roll.
two,
Drum roll.
one,
What the big pin?
and that is the regular. That's Joey, right? I believe if I remember.
Yes.
Yep.
So that is funny. And I guess I wasn't thinking ahead. I bought a nut. So when I was in Alaska about a month ago, I found a whole brand new PDQ of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? I bought the one. I opened it. It was Cerebro. I wore that thing all around Japan. People loved it. I on my way back from DFW driving to Sea City, stopped at a random GameStop, I think in Weatherford, Texas, and they had one random one hidden on a shelf somewhere. I was like, all right, fine, let's do it. And I pulled that same Joey, but I should have waited for the show. I didn't even think about that. So
Yep, I've been trying to go ahead. Did you see this last week when I pulled
no, I
nothing
didn't.
fun. I
Where'd
have
you get
not pulled anything good.
where'd you get that from?
Oh, it's a secret, man. I can't go ahead and share those things.
You got it from the bait party, bro. Ain't no secret.
There you go. That was actually I actually never got one from Bait Party. This is my first one since SDCC that I ever got.
did Did I not send you one? I could have sworn maybe
Nope.
have it sitting in my box. Whoops.
All good.
All right, my turn. I'm glad you were here because I saved this thing. It's been killing me to open this
Come on.
thing.
I can't wait to see this, man.
All right, let's see what happens. Let's rip
Hopefully
some
we'll be
paint.
able to see it because it keeps coming in and out of
Yeah, I'll put it on my chest, see if I can keep it still. So this is actually my second cyber cell. I think I sent you some ones the other day. I bought my first one in Rockwall, Texas.
Okay.
Me and the nephew were hanging out, and there was one I just bought it just for poops and laughs, and I got the super rare Get Goku.
That's awesome. Yeah, those are pretty cool cards, man. That's when you shared that
All
with
right,
me.
so here's the first one.
Vegeta.
So
Looking
I will
all
have to
and sleek.
scan and figure out. Oh wait, these ones actually tell you which ones they are on the back, right?
Yep.
Common. Yep. All right. I pulled another common. This is
Krillin.
Krillin as a kid. That's hilarious. I don't even think I've seen this guy. And ooh, not bad. I pulled a little rare.
Super Saiyan Vegeta. Looks awesome.
Nice. So I haven't scanned this one, but do me a favor, scan your Joey Yu-Gi-Oh and see if FiGPiN's website will load the drop page for you because I have no idea if Joey's a common, a regular, a super rare, an ultra. And I took a little screenshot, sent it off to the FiGPiN Instagram, but I haven't heard back from them yet. So maybe they've resolved it.
Yep. It brought up the page for me, and Joey Wheeler is number Y149, and he is a common.
I'll have to try it again then when I get home to see if it's just something that's wrong with my
Yeah.
phone. But hopefully, maybe
Just making
they figured
sure.
it out.
Yeah, that's definitely the common. I don't know if the because I can see I know that the uncommons are glitter. Um, and this definitely doesn't have glitter on it. So I wonder if like you can easily tell just by the glitter on it, or is like the background that the pin is posted on a different, different color to be able to differentiate that it was the uncommon. Have you
I think it's
Garth,
just
you
the
haven't pulled any
glitter,
of
if
these
I'm
yet,
pretty
right?
sure.
I am waiting for my box set, which were, the whole issue with the shipping. I ordered a box set with that
Mm.
the logo promotion, so I was hoping to have it today so we could pull some. And but I still haven't received that box set yet. The PDQ, excuse me, the PDQ.
Yep,
So
cool.
for the ones that aren't aware, I believe what Darth is referring to is I believe today FiGPiN had sent out a little post asking everybody to bear with them as they are slightly backlogged with shipping. Uh, am I correct on that?
Yes, they
You
are.
are correct. As soon as
So
I posted that onto the FigPin Facebook page, I literally got an email probably 3 minutes later that said your box set has been shipped out. And then probably
nice.
2 hours later, I got my three Luffy's are being shipped out. So the chase, the common Luffy's are
Nice.
being
Well,
shipped. So
so that is a testament to say that, yeah, they might be slightly behind, but it obviously shows that they are behind the scenes working as fast as they possibly can to catch back up. So happy to see them
patience,
go
patience,
out.
patience.
Speaking of some
Oh,
pins and some chase and some stuff like that, check out who I finally got home to find on my porch.
Yep.
what
What
does he
was your
start with?
Dude,
cereal?
he is such a sweet looking pin, man. He is awesome.
What was your cereal?
Uh just kidding. Show it to everybody. It was a M4. Actually, I think I did claim it, so it wouldn't matter because I shot my shot Monday for the chase and I did not pull one. So maybe next time.
I got another.
All right.
Did
Have you
you?
did you
Oh,
check the cereal yet on that one?
I did. It starts with an L.
might have a little while to wait.
A little bit.
So I think that it is most likely going to end with N or M based on how many that they had um unlocked previously based on some numbers from FigPin fans Discord that people were sharing. It looks like it might be obviously if everyone claims it, right, you might go ahead and hit a chase and you never flip the card. So that obviously, might go ahead and make it go down a little bit more into the alphabet. But I believe if I remember the last time, and this was right before Chase Day was supposed to launch, and then they had the delay, that it might be M or N that it stops at.
Well,
So
it better be in because this guy better pull me a chase. I got an M4.
yep.
I'm gonna be sweating bullets for a while. That sounds like.
Yep.
Hey, so
And yeah, Deku Pops is reminding us that it's a 79% cohort so far. So it's very close to being an 80% cohort. And Queen Nerds is also making sure that we're aware that Pops and Pins still has some of the common Deku. So if you are looking for a chance at the Deku chase, make sure you're heading to popsandpins.com and check them out. I think that you might be able to go ahead and take a look at Plastic Empire, Chalice. I don't remember if Bump and Bite might have some as well. So just
I
make sure.
got I got this in my Dragon Ball card from Bump and Bite, so
Yep.
hopefully they still got them. Excellent shipping. Also got his exclusive U2's Airbender, which was bad arse, and yeah.
He has a full set of WonderCon pins too. I noticed today. I know people were looking for them.
Nice. I think Pins on Fire posted those two. Cells on Fire, my bad.
Cells on Fire. That's good.
That's right. I didn't know that was April Fool's joke. If that's legit, I mean.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go back to Pins on Fire's page right now and see. Okay, so it was an April Fool's joke because I just went back to their website and it's showing that it's back to Pins on Fire. So no cells on fire.
Funny. Oh man.
Hey, awesome. We have Statue Fanatic just joined, guys. Welcome.
What's up? Long time no see.
A long time, dude.
It was awesome seeing him last time in New York. It was awesome. Miss him.
That was a great time for sure. And we have Zero that just joined as well. So
man, Zero. He has some epic pins. I love his backpack. I've still been searching for it. I actually think I kind of came up with a little design. I need to figure out how to make a back manufacturer real quick.
And this is because I just seen Zero post this. But there's the Wonder Combo. Let me actually take it out because that glare from the packaging.
It was 250, right? If I remember, it's posted.
Yes, this is a lot size of 250.
And that wasn't announced until the con, I believe. Right? Yep, it was a mystery until
That is cool.
I'm just still waiting for mine to show up.
Man, so there's two things that have been said now that kind of roll back into my little controversial subject. Do we want to tap on that real quick?
Sure. I don't remember what the controversial subject is now, but my brain is stuck on Godzilla Kong right now. So,
which you're gonna tell us all spoilers in 2.5, I tell you. All right, so Darth, let me ask you. What you made me think of was you said that you got your notification of your Luffy's shipping out, correct?
Yes.
How many did you buy?
I know you're rolling with this one. I bought 3 when I first saw the announcement, and I purchased them. So,
so do you know where I'm alluding to with that announcement?
I do, because I know somebody who. I bought 3 because there was an announcement of a specific lot size, and some people bought 9 or more.
Yeah, so what we're referring to is a little bit of a mix-up, a little bit of a womp womp. Yeah. So unfortunately, there was a miscommunication when the post first originally went out. It was like the chase from that common Luffy was supposed to be, I think, 250. So the One Piece fans are nuts. They go for it hardcore. I think multiple people bought multiple pins just to increase their odds of getting a serial number that would give them one to post. I have seen a few people in the different channels and stuff a little upset that I guess it was corrected back to a lot size of LE 500, which, I mean, yeah, I do love the 250s, but I also think at 500, those seem to disappear just as fast and are just as hard to get a hold of. I've always kind of been on both sides of like, yeah, I like the rarity, but I want the damn pin. So when there's more out there and it's easier for me to get my hands on them, I'm that much more happy. But yeah, I can kind of see why that caused a little bit of unknown issues, but hopefully everybody at least will get their chasing or another one and make up for it. So we'll see how that goes.
Yep. And just so to make sure everyone's aware, when the email and the blog post was first posted, it was showing a lot size of the common pins being 500, and as Battle just shared, the chase for uh, Luffy being a 250. They realized immediately that there was an issue, and they updated it. So it was a lot size of 1,000 for the commons, and then a lot size of 500 for that chase. So yeah, I mean, I know some people went ahead and bought quite a few based on that. So it's, it is.
April Fools. Ha 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 ha. Oh,
Yeah.
too early? Too soon? My bad.
Someone just went ahead and said something. Oh, Queen Nerd is sharing. Toy Temple also has some of the extra Zorro and Space Kook that were from WonderCon, which that's these two guys right here.
Ooh, that Zoro's sweet. Ooh, in space. All right, I gotta give it to you. That looks better in person. I like it. Ooh,
And then
can
this
I
is
see that?
Plastic Empire exclusive, and this is a Chalice Collectibles exclusive.
Man, look at that. Chalice Collectibles up there sticker game. I like that.
Well, this is FiGPiN's new sticker. So
Oh,
they went away from the circle,
which
and now they're doing this as their con exclusives. So there's no more QR code on the con exclusives.
it's
Here's
like a little
another.
badge.
So that's,
I
come on, focus on this.
so now let me ask you, did they shy away from the prior ones that it had the QR code, the long one where it had the border, and if you ever tried to remove it, the damn border would come off the main sticker, or is that one solid piece now?
There still is a border on this sticker.
No, no, son of
Yep, there's still a border on this sticker, and I mean, it looks like it's the same thing. It's just a smaller. I mean, it's that same, that
a
almost
right,
arrow
just a
pointing
badge.
down. It's just the shortened version of it.
That's cool. I mean, that
But
caught my eye.
yeah,
I like it. That's
I
cool.
showed you the back of the pin. I might as well show you the front of the pin.
So,
There's Spinner.
man, all right. So let me. Yeah, I'm a sticker whore. I'm sorry. Can I see a sticker one more time? So LE 500, and then what does it say right under? Is it collect awesome or exclusive or?
It says LE 500 convention exclusive, and then it has the exclusive 2024, and it's WonderCon. It's the WonderCon logo from there.
Cool. All right, that's neat.
And
So,
then compared to this one, this just says FiGPiN. It has the retailer. It says retail partner exclusive, and then it just gives the LE.
nice. Yeah, I mean that's cool. I don't mind that one bit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still pretty bugged. So when I got this Midoriya, right? I, sometimes they name them like, is it like full cow? Like I don't know. So I was trying to type this in and look for it, and I was trying to find it in the app. I can't. What was my application? Anyway, I went into the FigPin app and I was trying to find this pin, and I'm sitting there holding it in my hand, and I had the full case on it still. I hadn't unblocked it or whatever yet, and I couldn't figure out if it was Midoriya. I couldn't figure out if it was, what his name was. I couldn't figure out what pin number it was because I'm so used to the name and the number on the front of the sleeve. So I'm still a little bummed about that, and especially
Man,
when
you're,
it's a
you're bringing
con
up
pin.
all the elephant in the rooms today, huh?
Well, that's not a new elephant, right? That's just the
No,
same
no,
one.
but that everyone's still sore about that subject. So
Man, I love my I don't know. I'm
yep.
the
Hey,
sticker like the
and
presentation for me.
I forget who always posts on FigPin's posts. Um, so forgive me, who it is, but I know that every time that FigPin posts, this person has a hashtag, and it's bring the numbers back, bring the names back to the front of the box. So yeah, I mean, I agree. I love how they look. I think that having 1,000 plus 1,200 plus pins and then moving away, although I do still understand it from a business aspect.
A lot easier,
You know,
manageable.
yeah, for sure, it's definitely a lot easier. But I do like that. I don't like that they went away from having the pin number as well as name on the front of it.
Hey, you know what? Let's figure out what that hashtag is. Because if I'm not mistaken, for the longest time we ran Bring XLs back,
That
and
we did. And look what's happening. We got
You
the
can sign off
creeper.
that way if you want to.
Say that again.
We can sign off that way. 3, 2, 1.
hashtag
Bring back the
bring
numbers.
my Megazord XL here. I mean, yeah, bring it. I mean, that Stitch is actually pretty darn cool, man.
I think,
No, I mean I know that they
yeah,
they
NMS did
advertise
sell
this as
out.
an upside down stitch, but without any reference of like that he's actually like clinging to a ceiling. I mean, couldn't did they just put the pin upside down literally and right? Because that I
They
mean,
like
just looking at it that way, he could just be walking on the floor, right?
that's just funny. So like manufacturing like put them all upside down, like got him, and they're like, well, I guess he's crawling
Uh-oh.
now.
I feel like Chris from Pops and Pins. This guy's sliding
A little shaky.
up and down that pin post there.
That's hilarious.
You're gonna be able to tell who took it out of the package, check the serials, and then put it back if it's right side up.
Very true. Yep.
That's awesome. Hey, what does the backdrop look on that? Did Miles or anybody put something cool back there where like it's a log or like does it look like a ceiling he could be crawling off?
No, it's is that called herringbone? It looks like herringbone tiles.
Mm,
I know it's tough to
cool.
see in there,
Yeah,
but it's just
that's neat.
a herringbone pattern that's in the back with like purple, pink, a little bit of orange. I see. It's cool. I like the background.
Uh, um, I don't want to jump around. We can tack on this subject too, but I'm just gonna put it out in the wind so we can touch on it here in a little bit. But man, did you guys talk about last week the new Gundam pins that were dropped? That was sweet.
No, because those came out Wednesday.
Yeah, I think they came out after the show last week.
Well, then let's talk about it because there's new LE 500 Gundam pins that are on the FiGPiN website. I think maybe a couple of the retailers might have put them out too. But it was funny. I was actually hanging out with the nephew. I was in Japan, got a couple of the new Crimson Haze Pokemon cards, ripped a bunch of packs there, brought them home. Of course, did it with the nephew. He was all excited, right? So he was like, "Well, let's go down to the local comic book store, play some Pokemon." I was like, "All right, I haven't played in forever." I ended up winning 2 out of my 3 matches with a deck he just randomly had for me, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I had some beginner's luck. But actually, the owner of the store, he was super cool, super gracious guy. We started talking, and I was telling him like, "Oh yeah, I love fig pins." And the brother-in-law was like, "Oh yeah, I got their sticker." And he's like, "I have fig pins." He pulls his backpack up and he sets them down. And he has all the Gundam fig pins on there,
That's
and
awesome.
he was like, "They are so cool." And I'm spacing his name now. What's the big guy that they just launched a couple days ago? It was that
Is it
guy, Dark.
Death? Death? No, man, I can't. That's Shite.
Yeah,
No,
I'm pretty sure that was the one. He was like, "They need that pin," and I was like, "It's your lucky day." And he right then got on FiGPiN.com and he put it in his cart and ordered it. And his wife was standing there and he was already making fun, like, "Yeah, I have to make sure I get it." And the wife doesn't approve Maddle style, and it was just sitting there like, and the wife's just shaking her head. And I'm like, "Sorry, man, I didn't buy anything. I made you buy some stuff, but those were epic pins."
Very true.
still
Um,
available.
I'm
yes,
surprised,
yes, they are
honestly.
still available for sure. There still are. I'm I talk about this with a few members of the community. There are some pins that they're still available and have been available for quite some time, and they're LE 500s. You know, if you think about that, 500 is a very small lot size
One.
when it comes to pins, and some of them are great licenses. So you're just like, I can't believe that this is still available. Which, hey, I mean, I go ahead and when I see it every now and then, I pop one or two into my cart and get it sent to me so that I can have some trade bait later on in the future. But yeah, I mean
Absolutely.
it's definitely it's cool that they have, they kind of went away from those larger lot sizes and are doing what they're doing right now. But I did just want to thank Statue Fanatic. He made a comment before. So one, we appreciate you going ahead and being here live with us. But he says, guys, I love your faithfulness to the show. I don't normally watch live because it's so late, but when I do, I love it. So thank you, man. We appreciate that. And yeah, it's a lot of fun doing this with Bat. It has been a great time doing it with Battle, and then obviously the last couple of shows where Darth has been able to join us. So yeah, thank you very much, man. We appreciate you.
Heck yeah, man. I don't know if everybody knows this, but follow Statue Fanatic. Go check out the content he's made. He has awesome statues. He has some good content. I remember finding him when I very first started. He was, I think, hunting Walgreens and stuff. So
Yep,
it was a pleasure to finally meet him. Definitely subscribe to all his stuff. It was great.
for sure. L asks a great question, and we'll start with Darth. Darth, what's your favorite pin from WonderCon? I know there's no Star Wars, so
I'm a little biased. Other than obviously Zeb,
yeah,
I do like that Stitch pin. I mean, Stitch is one of those things where even before I had kids, I kind of enjoy watching the show. So whenever I've been kind of slowly going around getting some of those. I just got 2 Lilos. Those will be posted tomorrow on my webpage. But I just love those stitches. I don't know what it is. I mean, I missed out on the original one. Was one where he had the triple stack ice cream he was licking. It was one of the fest out in California they had.
yep.
I'm still kind of trying to find out for a reasonable price, but I've been slowly grabbing those
Man,
pins. I mean, they're fire.
hey, Darth, if you remind me,
This guy.
remind, yeah, that
That's
one,
it.
right?
Yep, that's it.
Honestly, I don't know if I have an extra of that pin, but remind me, I'll look for you. I should know, but I don't think I do.
Okay. Yeah, I've been slowly getting the Lilos
You're
and
fine.
old stitches, and I picked up what is he? He was like experimental 626, I think was his designation. And I
Yep.
got
Yeah,
that pin about a month ago. He's got the all the guns in the hand.
Yep.
Just
That's a fun one.
I mean, I tried to grab Zorro and I didn't get Spinner, but I know Zorro is one of those pins that, the community goes crazy for that. So like I said, later on, if I don't keep it, I'd use it for a trade bait later on, That's a nice pin.
Yep. So I do see some people talking about the stitch pin, especially since I I went ahead and I turned them upside down, and now they're so again, I do look. I mean, I think it's a good pin. I like the style of the pin, but again, this is my opinion. Just to go ahead and say that he's upside down. I mean, even to have the backer card have been like as if it was a hallway or something that it looks like he's clinging to the ceiling of the backer card. Yeah, I mean, it just looks like they put him the wrong way in the box. It's still a
That's
good pin.
funny.
I'm not saying anything against the pin, but it's just
Right. Yeah, it's just a on a mat. Yeah, how you perceive it. Because yeah, you wouldn't know if you spun it around. But yeah, that's awesome.
They're at the warehouse, just like, is this supposed to be like this? Just go with it. Just go with it. I'll never know.
so
Hey, does
I
that
did
one
also
glow in
go
the
ahead and
dark
get
too?
some
Oh,
of
ooh, Five Nights at Freddy's. Those are scary.
now I'm waiting for and Darth and Battle. Is it Plastic Empire has the the
The
fifth
glow in the dark one. Yeah.
that's coming out at C2E2, I believe.
Dude, that one's kind of creepy. I like that.
That's
That's what,
Foxy.
May? Yep.
Yep. And there's Bonnie. Man, it's hard to go ahead and see those pins because it's a dark background and they're, shaded pretty heavily. But I mean, as far as capturing, Five Nights at Freddy, they did a really good
That's what
job
it is.
with them
Man,
for
I
sure.
want to play that game so bad in VR. I mean, I have it, I think, for Switch. And it's still fun, but I always think every time I play, like if I was immersed in it, having to hit the buttons and the earphones in, oh, I'd be scared out of my mind.
Very cool. So I did want to go ahead and show I was that the Yu-Gi-Oh pins as well as the Five Nights at Freddy. I took advantage of the logo promos. I think it was from week number 3 in March, and I bought enough that I was getting one AP logo in that, and I got L4 as an AP.
Dang, that's a good pin.
Yep, it's
Holy smokes.
the white on gold, so it's pretty cool. I was happy about getting that one.
That is awesome.
Yep.
And the wife just scored an AP. I couldn't tell you which one it is though. It's one of the more recent pins. She was pretty excited about that. I tried to, get into her enjoyment. I was like, "Oh yeah, AP logo, wee!" But she's,
And then in the same thing, I got the L89.
oh yeah,
This is the pastel. What is it called? Pastel plaid on black. So I thought, and I
Man,
like that. I like that the P has the heart in it. It's pretty cool. That was a fun.
one
That
of
was a fun
the
logo for sure.
I'm super
that's the one I'm
behind on
still waiting
logos.
for.
One of the ones I still absolutely must track down is the Boba Fett logo pin. I was so sad I missed that one. That thing is so fun.
The common?
Uh, yeah,
Which pin is
the
this again?
Boba Fett, the
I might have to
the
look.
the logo, the Boba Fett logo. It was like just
Oh,
his colors.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know why
I'll
I
have to
missed that
look in
one. I
my
was busy.
pile.
But yeah, that thing is sweet, man. You don't
Um,
have to go now, man. Come on.
No, I'm just trying to see
It's
if I still got a pile of pins. I mean, I had a pile of. My son rated it, so I don't know
that's
if he
awesome.
grabbed that one. I don't think he did, but
Hey, you got piles, and pretty soon they're gonna turn to bins, and then they'll be stacked bins, and I won't know
man,
how to find any of them. That's my problem.
ooh,
that's the thing. I
One
started.
Shot just went ahead and commented, I got my quest pins in. I'll message you later about opening them. Well, hey, you
Oh
know
yes,
that I was a
come
big
on.
fan of the quest, so a battle as well. So if if you want to go ahead and come on and open them live, we would love to go ahead, even if it's just us doing it together on IG and you doing it, pulling them to see what you got. We'd love to have that, or you can go ahead and come on the show one shot, man. We appreciate that for sure.
That'd be
But
awesome.
it's
Good
past 10
luck.
o'clock, and I have another Yu-Gi-Oh. So let's go ahead and
Do
open.
it.
We'll see what we got here. If I'm gonna break my streak of bad luck here with pins
Get your ultra rare.
in 3, 2, 1.
What the fig pin?
All right, we got you. We got a
Yummy.
Yami, and it's just the common version of it. So I only got 2. I was just playing the game, seeing if I could have any luck with it. So I'm okay with that. It's fun. It's my first 2 Yu-Gi-Oh pins. So
Nice. Two main characters. I can't go wrong with that.
yep.
Hey,
What
we mentioned
else?
earlier. Well, what about that rumored or confirmed One Piece mystery minis?
Yep. Yep. I think if I remember, I think it was FiGPiN DB might have shared that there was some random website that had posted the One Piece mystery minis. So it is definitely a very cool line. I'm looking forward to doing that one. But yeah, I mean it was an announcement for sure this week, which was pretty big. I guess an announcement. It was a leak, I guess, more that there is mystery mini One Piece pins. So that's definitely fun.
Sure, those should go pretty well.
So Vader Joe went ahead and just shared. Not sure if this is old news, but I learned at WonderCon that the Force Ghost Anakin Skywalker 1564 will be released and sold at SD Comic Con. I have not heard anything about that. So, Vader Joe, I hope that you were actually at WonderCon and this ain't a day late April Fool's prank. But we appreciate you sharing the information if you heard it from someone at FiGPiN while you were at WonderCon.
Dang.
But that is definitely pretty cool that we finally kind of have a idea of where the Force Ghost Anakin will be sold.
Mm.
Yeah, and Statue Fanatic also he is reminding us about some other news that happened this weekend. Claire's has, and it might still be going on. I have to go ahead and check. but Claire's was doing a buy three, get three, and it does look like it's still happening. So it's buy three, get three, and they had them on FiGPiNs. There was some of the Lilo and Stitch mystery FiGPiNs. There was the Hello Kitty mystery FiGPiNs, and then they have their not their mystery, sorry. They have their mini FiGPiNs that were a shared exclusive between FiGPiN and Claire's. They were all buy three, get three free. And unfortunately, nope, the sale is done. It looks like they moved away and did some other products. So you have the mini FiGPiNs, but they are clearancing them out at $7 each. So thank you, Statue, for reminding me. But that was an amazing, amazing deal over the weekend for the buy three, get three free. If any of you took advantage of it, it was definitely an amazing, amazing deal for sure. So
That is epic.
all right. So Vader Joe is saying
Yeah.
the staff was asked at WonderCon, the FiGPiN staff was asked at WonderCon, and they're sharing that the Force Ghost Anakin will be sold at SDCC this year. So pretty fun. Thank you, Vader Joe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if, again, you are right. I don't know if that's old news or not, if that was talked about, but if not, thank you for letting us break it here on What the FiGPiN. We appreciate you, man.
What the FiGPiN possible exclusive announcement? Just
Yep.
maybe another April Fool's.
So see, you should be tuning into us.
Yep, you never know when
Get the leaks.
fans like that are going to come on and drop those little nuggets of information. I don't know about you guys, but I did get, and just like you, I went ahead and
cool.
Darth, I got my black chrysanthemum. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yep, black chrysanthemum.
Black chrysanthemum. And
I got the Boston accent, so.
Yep, there
that
he
is
is.
such a cool pin. I remember when I snagged him. He's cool looking.
So this was these logo holders are from Pins on Fire, and chrysanthemum is a Pins on Fire exclusive. So this is the glitter variant of their pastel Easter logo holder.
What number did you get, John?
Say it again.
What number did you end up with?
Oh, I didn't even check. I have 21 of 25 on my glitter, and I have 44 of 50 on my regular one. So I'm excited, but that's what they look like together.
I had the pastel in my hand for about, I'd say, 2 minutes before my daughter snagged the plain one.
What were the numbers on yours?
I have 9 on the pastel glitter.
Nice.
I never saw the other one. She grabbed it so fast. You know, I mean, all of them together look just amazing. All the glitters.
Yes, for sure.
Those are really cool.
I mean, I hope they keep going with these.
So I did. I don't know if someone went ahead and shared with Pins on Fire, Jason and Sandy, that I had not bought that first, not the first one, but they had the black FiGPiN logo holder, and they said that they had 14 of them left, and I never went ahead and picked them up originally, and I did not go ahead and get those last ones. So I don't know if someone went ahead and shared with them that, or if Pins on Fire watched that show a few weeks ago. But in this order, they went ahead and they sent me
these.
So thank you to Jason and Sandy from Pins on Fire. I appreciate you guys for doing this for me. And Darth, what does yours say on the back?
I got a 49 of 100.
Oh, this one? It says AP.
Nice. That's epic.
So I'm excited about that. So again,
That's
thank you to
super
Pins
cool.
on Fire. We appreciate you. Definitely,
This one says
as always, always appreciated and never expected. But thank you for either listening to the show and seeing that I missed getting it that week when you guys had those last few on sale, or whoever shared it with them. We appreciate you. But thank you again. Pins on Fire. Check them out, pinsonfire.com. They did not go ahead and add any of their APs this week. Yeah, it looks awesome, man. Such a cool logo holder. They did not add any new APs this week, but they did play a fun April Fool's prank, and they were changing their name from Pins on Fire to Cells on Fire, and they were going to switch uh, their strategy to having all of CyberCell be sold on their sites and have a little bit of FiGPiN left. So that was a fun April Fool's joke that you had yesterday. They even were as bold and went ahead and changed their
Their
logo on the
logo on the
top of the
top, that shit
website
was
to say
awesome.
"Cells on Fire." So that was a lot of fun. So I'm glad that you're having you're able to joke around with that. So very cool. But again,
And
thank you, Jason Sandy on Pins on Fire.
I miss them. I always have a great time when I see them at the cons. They didn't put the APs up, but they did put WonderCon pins up, so they might still have them if anybody's in the look.
Yes, yes, they did put some WonderCon pins up. I know that they actually had them for a pretty
As
collector
always,
community
smoking deals.
collector price. So definitely pretty cool. I I'm just opening a package. I did purchase some uh whatnot pins from Pops and Pins last week, and these were my two wins. Oddly enough, I didn't
Oh,
have
dang.
either of these pins. I still can't
Okay.
believe that I missed this Go Tanks. I can't. I was looking. I'm like, oh, I have this guy, and then I looked at my spreadsheet. Nope. I don't know how I missed them. And then I got the Evend
The glitter
Red Eyes
exclusive
Black
is
Dragon.
wild. Dude, I don't know
That's
if I
the
have that one yet.
that's the glitter variant of him. So that's lots of fun. So thank you to Chris from Pops and Pins. And I literally I don't know if but this is a huge thank you to Pops and Pins. This was red. I literally opened the package just now. I don't know if you heard me slicing open it. But this was in there. So maybe Chris is trying to help me with
Oh,
having some of my luck. So can I open this with you guys right now?
Let's
let's go.
do it
Let's do
with
it.
All
that
right,
gold.
literally, so Chris from Pops and Pins, thank you so much, man. This was again, uh, never expected, but always appreciated. Hopefully, Chris, I know I talked to him and he's like, man, you're really having some bad luck opening up all these mystery things. So let's go ahead and see. I'm not gonna look at this one in three, two, one.
What the FiGPiN?
Oh,
What?
you
No,
got it.
I did.
Yeah.
I what? It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly,
Boom.
I couldn't even tell. I couldn't tell with the
I
reflection. So
can't
that's
believe it. It
awesome.
is. Man,
Nice.
Pops and Pins,
As soon
man.
as
Thank
that
you so
light hit
much, dude. I
that, man,
can't.
I was like, wow.
Finally, the streak of bad luck of pulling mysteries is gone. That is the Gold Bait logo. Thank man. Wow, blown away, man. Again,
That is
awesome stuff.
awesome.
Pins on fire with the surprise of this logo holder in the package. Pops and Pins with this surprise of having a bait logo in there. I can't believe it, man. Wow, thank you so much to
That is
everyone.
awesome.
Very,
And
very
that's
cool.
funny too that you were just like, man, I never got this one. I just opened it. That's so cool. I will say, Chris, man, he's always more than gracious. We really appreciated him when he was with us on the show. Man, same thing with Pins on Fire. I love all our retailers. They're
Yep, Fry Guys was another amazing sponsor. So
all of them, man. They're all right. Do you mind if I take a 2 second side tour again?
sure, please, man, go ahead.
I really love all our retailers, and there's something really cool about our pin collecting community. Like everybody who loves pins just has this universal understanding. And we were in Kyoto, and we had left Disney. I think it was Kyoto. We left Disneyland or Universal Studios, and what's the Hard Rock Cafe? The Hard Rock shop was right next door. So we went in, and I was wearing my Yu-Gi-Oh pin. I had a couple Nintendo mystery pins that I'd pulled while I was there, and they don't really know pins, or like they stay away from them or whatever. But it was hard as snot to find pins, and so I was wearing a few that I found, and I walk in and the guy behind the counter just decked out, loaded with all his Hard Rock pins, and I was like, man, that is so cool. We just started shooting the gab, and he was like, hey, by the way, see this one right here? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I actually designed it. And I was like, what? That's so freaking cool. And he takes it off and gives it to me. And I
No
was just
way.
blown away. And I start like taking my pins off. He's like, no, man, no, it's cool. Like, and I was like, I have a Spider-Man one, but it's all the way, it's an hour away on a train. So I actually friended him on Instagram. So if I ever can, I'm gonna send him something. But just our retailers, thank you for everything you do. Our community, we love you guys too. Just that universal like we love pins. Let me hook you up. Like I got you kind of thing is always so fun.
Yeah, that was that a great story, first of all, and just the Echo battle again. Yeah, um the retailers in the community, definitely some of the best members of both the retail and collecting community that I've been a part of.
Indeed. Super cool.
I said it to say when you need stuff, like for me needing Zeb, and just people reaching out and going, "Hey man, I know you need this. I can help you." Um, then I help somebody that that's on the West Coast get stuff for New York Comic Con. It's just mutual. Like I never had that in Funko. I never had that in Black Series. It's just the collecting community, and it was I think the best part too is people willing to help you out. Like, hey, I don't know how to use this app. I don't know how to do boosting. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. And I say, hey, just come in this community. People are willing to help you, even if I can't. There's so many more knowledgeable people in the community that will tell you, like, hey, this is the right way to do it. Don't flip all those pins and all that stuff right away. Kind of roll that, play that game.
Yep.
Yeah, teach strategy.
Yeah. I mean, I said my first 25 pins, I was like, flip, flip, cohort, flip, flip, flip. Why are these pins so low in this points?
Don't.
Very, very true, man. Cannot speak it much better than that. So yeah, just again, huge shout out to the community, to the retailers. Sorry, I want to go ahead and see so I can share with you guys what the sequence is on this logo, the gold bait logo.
That should be one.
Let me ask you, so I here's a good question. So right, have you guys, this is how the logo comes, and then it is, like the basic, here's a little tab that goes and slides in here. This is pretty tight in there, and I've ripped some of the this one I didn't. I've learned how to do it, but I've ripped the tab coming out of there. Have you guys had similar issues with the mystery minis or these style logos that you've had and have a better way of doing it? I've tried to just kind of go ahead and like pop this, like kind of push this together a little bit so I can reach my finger in there and pull it out. But yeah, it's just it's a really tough. And now, of course, I'm having issues pulling it back out to get the pin back in.
This is
Uh,
my little trick.
Darth.
I got a pretty sharp serrated knife that I end up usually, watch me messes up. I kind of usually just stick it in there and twist. You have to just kind of play with it. If you just do it one time, quick flick, you're gonna bust it. But as a couple of flicks with it, you'll start to slowly get it open, and then
okay.
um, it'll come out pretty easy without ripping it.
Okay.
My kids, on the other hand, are just like one shot, and that's it.
Dude, so it's so funny how different people collect different ways. It was just with the Pokemon cards, so I didn't care. But like I'm kind of used to meticulous. I was opening the cards of the Pokemon so I could take them out, put them back in because I didn't have anywhere to store them. I'd give a pack to my nephew boy, and he would legitimately like start shaking and like trying to pull it apart. Like they go crazy. They don't care. They just rip it open.
It's funny. My daughter actually did a video a while back. I think it's still
How to
posted on
do it.
Instagram where she was doing how to open the pins.
I
She was
remember
showing people
that.
how to open a regular pin. You gotta do this and you gotta wiggle the thing and make sure you don't
Watch
break
out for
this.
the
And I'm
tabs.
like, she's learning.
It's nice when they do that, right?
Yeah, my
So
son on the hand, he's just like,
V Harris or Van Harris went ahead and commented that I told you they are identifiable. Are you talking about that the boxes with the gold bait pin is identifiable, or did I miss did I miss something that was different? Say, V Harris, let us know what you were talking about if you know that the uh bait, like if you have these sealed ones, there's a way to go ahead and tell if there's a gold
I
bait
don't think so.
inside of it or not. Because I was not aware. If that is true, if that's what you were referring to, because there's a couple people commenting, and then he made that comment, so I wasn't sure if that's what you were referring to or if it was something different. Um,
Yeah, I
I
don't
use a
believe
credit
so.
card to pop the tab.
So I kind of do it like Darth, and I put in. Most of the time, if I have my knife, but if not, I'll slide my finger in and I push down on that tab, and I kind of wiggle it from like the
Okay.
top side down, right? So I'm not pulling on it.
Yep.
Seems to work.
Yeah, I mean, again, I wasn't even opening it. I wasn't even pushing that tab down. I was putting my fingers in there and then squeezing, pulling the pin holder backs up so
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have to like open that thing. Very cool.
Hey Darth, I
Uh,
know I've seen it before, but that's a pretty epic chair you're sitting there. I didn't really pay attention to it. You just got
You
up. I
know,
was like, that thing is sick.
it's actually just a skin, and it's nice the back, but the seat it shifts forward, so you constantly got to get up and stretch it back.
Yeah.
But I mean, I thought it was the whole chair. It was ended up being a chair and then a skin that they gave me, and I'm like, oh, all right, well, I guess it's nice because I can wash it, but it's a pain in the ass. I had to keep getting up and uh, that was one of those
very
like
cool.
gifts. Save up for one of those gifts because these
You
chairs. I
just
mean,
gave
these
me an
chairs are worth it
idea.
though.
I'm gonna I think my next image creation, I'm gonna make me a werewolf Boba Fett. I think that's my next one on the list.
Yeah, but you're killing with those AI. I mean, I'm trying to blend the pictures of the pins with the AI background, and sometimes I try to do what I want for Batman today, and it gave it gave Batgirl like I don't know, like bunny ears or something. So I'm like, what? So I like the one you're using with the AI. I just have to play with getting the correct like keywords and stuff.
The prompts are all about it. I was actually thinking, I was talking to John earlier, like if I need to start playing, and I wonder if I can prompt it to make it Instagram image size. It's like a 16 by 9. It's like a 180 by something, the size of it. And I wonder if I can prompt it and make it like make this image this correct size so it fits perfect. But I haven't studied that yet.
Yeah, I've been trying to use it to come up with a pen, and you type in the word Sith Lord and it only comes up with Vader. So you got to kind of tweak it. Um, hooded Sith Lord with eyes with slits with red slit eye. It's just constantly got to tweak it.
All right, so I'm gonna send you another. I just sent you one. It was funny because you were talking about a Batman one, and I, funny enough, made me a little Batman one earlier today too. And then if I can find it, I have a Sith Lord one I made. I haven't posted it yet, so if you steal it, you won't. Nobody will know. It'll be
No,
yours. Um,
Oh,
yeah, I came up with
where is
some.
it?
and I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this evens pin, the Red Eyes Black Dragon glitter. Did you guys see Evans' post yesterday that they posted the Arthas from, oh my gosh, was it SDCC? I can't remember where that Arthas came from now. But they
Sounds
had
right,
him and I believe they still have him available for $20 on their website at evend.com.
dude. That is great. I mean, that's basically cost right there. Plus, I mean, I'm sure you got to pay the shipping and all that, but still, I mean, you couldn't have gone and got it cheaper.
Sorry, yeah, SDCC, 2021 SDCC. So yeah, $20. That's, I mean, yeah, you couldn't, that was, it's cheaper doing it, or it's the same price than when it was at the con. So that's pretty amazing. So again, Event dropping some awesome pins all the time, doing some cool things. And that's also one of the, I know they were trying to fill in some of their missing numbers. So that's number 82. They had not had, there were some pins that were slated for those earlier numbers that they didn't get the license for, or whatever the situation was. So when they had created the rest of the Blizzard pins, they popped him into one of those earlier pin numbers.
That's wild. I didn't know that. He is a really good looking pin too. He's probably one of my favorites. I wore him when my very first San Diego, and people loved it.
That Arthas.
Yep.
Yep, definitely a cool pin. Cool. Did we miss anything? I think we hit mostly everything, if I remember. Thank you also to the community for sharing it. Vader Joe with, again, we're not sure if it's the first that it's been posted anywhere, but thank you to Vader Joe for letting us share that here
Indeed.
with the Force Ghost Anakin being available at SDCC this year. Thank you to Statue Fanatic, not only for joining us, but for also reminding us about that amazing Claire's deal, as well as if you have not if you did not already get the mini FiGPiNs that had came out, there was 25 in total, and they do not have all 25 like the Angel pin. They don't have
No.
any of the Stitch of the not the mystery. They don't have any of the Stitch mini pins, but they have they have Luna, they have Flounder. I believe they sold out. They sold out of some of these too. That I did see them up on the website. They even have Grogu available.
Ooh,
Yep. So if you're looking
damn! I should have. I didn't know that.
if you're looking for those mini fig pins, go check out claire's.com, and they have them available for $7 now. They're trying to clearance them
That's
out.
wild. Very cool.
Everyone, so I did see some people
now.
comment up when we first started the show, and Van Harris just made another comment saying about your beard that he thought that the long beard was really cool, but your short beard suits you well too, man. So
Yeah, man. My face has been a little cold lately, but the old lady, we had some pictures while we were out in Japan, and she was just like, "Nope, nope, gotta go." All right, so the funnier story of all that is I was probably one of a handful of people who had a beard out there. I mean, just the way it was, right? A lot of people don't. So I went to I went to get my hair cut, and we went to like this little head spa thing. And I told the guy like, "Hey man, I got some pictures coming up. Can you cut my beard too?" And he just wide-eyed me, just looked at me like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need to cut my beard too." And he was just like,
I've
we're
never
kind of
done this
using our
before.
translator, and he basically was like, "Well, I don't know how to, I don't shave." Like he didn't do like the barb or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, "I could just use my clippers." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, man, that's fine." So when it came down to it, he cut my hair and he was about to start my beard. He kind of just looked at me, and I just stuck my hand out and asked for him. So he just gave me his clippers, and I just did it there myself.
Really?
Sit and watch me, dude. It
He
was
was
the
so nervous to do
funniest
it.
thing.
Did he
It
give
was
you a tip?
hilarious. I still pay. I still pay.
Very cool,
That's
man.
funny.
Awesome. Cool. Darth, are you checking your notes to see if we hit everything?
I am. I was also looking. I mean, the Evan site, that pin is still available. Um, that
Oh,
Arthas.
Arthas. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's a 1,500 lot size. I mean, for an older pin,
It was epic.
it looks like a grab. That, yeah. I was just looking at Evan's white website. I mean, they got an Org Mickey on there too. That's fairly reasonable price from what I've seen in
Dude,
the community before.
he was a hard one to get. I remember I was into it by then, but I walked in and I think I didn't really understand how hard he was to find, and I found him, and I remember I think I posted a couple people were losing their minds. So yeah, he's definitely a harder one to find.
Yes. That yeah, he was I don't know if I told you this story, but I know when he first came out, obviously everyone was looking for him, and it's a 5,000 lot size pin, I believe, right? It's a pretty large lot size.
49.90,
Yeah.
49 something too.
And I had found I think two at my Target because that was a Target exclusive. And I remember like when it went ahead and a few months later and people were like, I can't find him. Like this is a Grail style pin at this point. I was like, I'm pretty sure they just got more in at my Target. And I went there like a day or two later because I was like, hey, if the next time I go back to Target, if they're there, I'll go ahead and I'll pick them up for you. And again, this was like when that pin was like probably $150 pin. There was all three. They had three of them sitting on the shelf there, or they had like the side cap that they had where they kept the fig pins at my Target. I grabbed them and I went ahead and sent it to the three people that were asking about it. I mean, they paid me for the pin plus shipping. But yeah, I was just like, I can't believe that it's that sought after, and I was lucky enough to find three
Find
still
so
at my
many.
Target that
That's
had been
wild.
sitting there because I'm again I it was a few days prior to me having that conversation with those three collectors, and I was like, I know I saw them, so I mean, hopefully they're still there if when I go back next time. And I went back a day or two later, and they were still there. So I was like, "Oof, this is cool that I'm able to help out some people in the community and not have to,
That's awesome.
have them pay an exorbitant amount of money." But I mean, it was a fair price at that time.
Yeah.
Now, is it because it was another one of those overstock toss them? That's why they're so sought after.
Yes, yeah, it was they Target did not know or was saying that they had no idea what happened to those pins. So I am aware that Event did get some of them. I'm not sure how much they found, but I believe that they went ahead and had found a large amount of those pins available. So
Man, it'd be
Hmm.
wild to buy some of them crates. That'd be hard. I don't have the space to do that stuff.
the storage crate, is that what you just said you want to go
Well,
ahead
like,
and
yeah, like you know how like those people go in and bid on the mystery crates and they just open it up, have no clue what's in there and go for it.
Because I
There's
saw
a
somebody.
couple of other whatnot pins that do this or whatnot shows that do that where they just buy these random crates that target losers or whatever, and then they buy them and open them up and they just sell basically whatever they can in them.
Because I did see someone post something, and it was either eBay or Macari, and it was just the big boxes that the pins come in, and they were saying, they were selling the whole lot cases or something. I'm not even sure if they posted what they actually were, but they had the big lots of FiGPiN cases they were selling for. Again, I don't know where they got that from. Again, if it was something like that.
Hmm. Interesting, yeah. It's wild.
um Professor just posted when I had shared the story about the Org 13 Mickeys. Did those collectors sell them? You know what? If they did, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, right? I was trying to help out, community members that were, in a smaller group that I was part of. So if they did, more power to them. If not, I hope that they still have them and are enjoying them.
Yeah, typically in our groups, we just want the pin. I don't. It's hard to say, but yeah, I mean, once you do that, it's out of your hands. Can't stop what they do with it, right?
Very true.
Yeah, I just
Cool.
don't like the people that are like, "Please help me." And you're like you said, you're like, "Here, okay, I gave you a deal," and you turn around and see it. They're selling it for that. They're like,
Yeah, that has happened to me, and I think John and I probably had this conversation too. Of like, yeah, it kind of rubs you the wrong way, and unfortunately, you remember that, and it puts them on a different list in your brain, and so the next time they're out there begging and pleading, you basically say, "Nah, yeah, I'm all good." So
Yeah.
they dig themselves their graves, right? Like it comes around, goes around. It is what it is. But yeah, you just kind of have to make amends with it. Like, hey, I was trying to do them a solid. Like, I can't help what they do with it anyway. But oh well, whatever.
Um, I'm not sure if like how I mean I know it's out there. But I know that the WonderCon was Amato's last con that he was going to go ahead and be at. So uh if
What?
yeah, so Amato is it was his last con. He's not with FiGPiN any longer. I know that this might be some news for some people, but I just wanted to go ahead and share that. And the only reason I'm sharing that is because I was looking at his LinkedIn profile and he did go ahead. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know any of the details, but I was looking at the LinkedIn profile and he said that March of 2024. And I do know that there was a few pictures of him at the con and that it was made aware that that was his last con that he was going to go ahead and be at. So we just wanted to go ahead and share our best. It was a pleasure going to get to know you. And I hope that we can stay in touch with each other. You're an amazing person and looking forward to what your next venture is in life, man.
Damn.
Yep. It's kind of sad.
Uh I mean, so you know, new adventures, next endeavors. Wish you the best. I'm sure it'll be just fine. He's probably excited. It's always fun and exciting starting a new gig. Sometimes scary, but man, he really drove a lot of things home. He really had some great ideas. He was always more than pleasurable to be around. Very gracious. I enjoyed him a lot in my few interactions with him at the con, so he will be greatly missed. And I'm super sad to hear that. I'm kind of
Yeah,
mad I didn't get to see him off, but yeah, wish him the best, man.
for sure. For sure.
See what happens.
Very true. All right. I mean, not on not want to leave it on that note, but I do want to respect both of your guys' time. And I have been up since like 3:30, 3:45 this morning. So I am definitely feeling
Ooh.
it for sure. For those that I was going to go ahead and be late. So that's actually the reason why Darth was stepping in. If you missed the beginning part of it, I literally showed up at like 9:27 right before we got on because I went to go ahead and see for the second time Godzilla and Kong, the new Empire movie, with a buddy that was not able to see it last week when we went the first time. So it is such a fun movie. Can I share a quick funny story before we leave?
Absolutely.
For sure.
So we're at the theater last Thursday when it's announced, and I'm with a bunch of friends. The wife and kids are with me. My daughter is sitting right next to me. My best friend, one of my best friends, is sitting to the right of me. And I remember getting to a part way later in the movie. And the next thing I know, my daughter is elbowing me in the side and said, "Dad, let's go." And I'm like, "What?" And I fell asleep and I missed the entire last 20-minute battle of the movie. I had no idea what happened. So I had told my friend today when we're going to the theater, I said, "Hey, this is the part that I got up to. If you see that I fell asleep, please make sure you wake me up at that point so I can see the last part of the movie so I know what's happening." So I did see the whole movie this time. I was happy about that. I loved it the second time. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I remember my daughter just going to be like, "Dad, come on, we're leaving." And I was just like, "What? I missed the
Huh?
movie."
Dude, that sucks. I hate falling asleep during a movie, but sometimes it gets the best of you, man.
Yeah, man, those chairs comfortable and especially because she was laying on me, so it was like she was warming me up and making me calm.
Man, you need to start going to those XD ones where you're sitting in the chair and it's all
Oh, it was the
da.
XD one. It was the XD one. I still fell asleep in it.
What is
Just
wrong
gently
with
rocks you to
you?
sleep.
Yep.
It don't rock, it beats the snot out of you. That's awesome.
Okay. Well, guys, we're gonna go ahead and leave it from there. Again, Darth, thank you so much for joining us, man. It really is a pleasure, and I hope that if you want to continue to join us when we if we ever need you to run in there, or if you want to just be with us,
Come
just
on.
let us know. We're more
Yeah.
than happy to, man. It's really been
Yeah.
a pleasure. So
Yeah, enjoy it. Let me know whenever you need me, and I'm here.
thank you, dude. And I hope that your daughter's feeling better and you had a great
Oh,
Easter.
thankfully, yes.
Shoot.
And Battle, man, it is a pleasure to have you back, my friend. I'm glad that you had an amazing trip.
Ah, man, coming back. It's always an adjustment, that's for sure.
All right, guys. That's it for this evening. We'll go ahead and I'm sure we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat place, since you guys were talking about Batman before. We will catch you then. Battle, I will let you do the intro, but you are watching What the
What the
Fig Pin.
fig pin?
Thank you again, guys. And as always, Battle, it's be fun to hear you doing your countdown. Hopefully you
Oh
started three
yeah.
this time.
Thanks for everybody joining. Good night in 3, 2, 1.
Boost awesome.
Battle awesome.
Have a great night, everyone.